for your Showmax is easy. Just choose your preferred payment method from these easy and convenient options. MTN Momo, Visa or MasterCard, Showmax vouchers at DSTV or GoTV sales agents, or use a promo code. Enter your payment details and hit submit. Showmax. Pay easy, stream easy.
Facility Pro Management Services Limited, the most outstanding facility management company in Africa. We have over 12 years experience in professional facility management services such as cleaning, fumigation, and pest control to landscaping, post-construction cleanings and electronic security installations. With highly trained personnel, exceptional customer service, and operations in all 16 regions of Ghana, we offer you value for money always. Facility Pro, trusted by top brands like Scania West Africa, Orca Deco, Robert Bosch Ghana, National Communications Authority, First National Bank, Consolidated Bank Ghana, Zenith Bank, Brain Hill International School, Villac International School, just to mention a few. Let us maintain the value of your property. Facility Pro, maintaining the value of your property.
The situation all white Christmas party is back! It's Christmas Eve, 40x the usual. Every celebration like none other. The situation all white Christmas party is taking over the city with music.
The area has caught fire.
This is the Election Bureau. Hello, you're welcome to the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One TV. My name is Charles Owusu Kumi. Coming up. Tensions escalate across Ghana as NDC supporters target key institutions amid rising political unrest. Meanwhile, Ghana Gas headquarters, UNDP flats, and Ghana Port and Harbours Authority headquarters face threats of takeover following election fallout.
We got an information that some of our guys have invaded this place, and we followed up only to get to know that a handful of our party security guys were here. And so I decided to find out what the issues are. And their mission was very simple, that Owusu Kumi was operating from here and attacking everyone from outside.
President-elect John Dramani Mahama names transition team comprising Julius Deborah, Johnson Esiedun Ketia, Fifi Fiavikwete and Dr. Callistus Mahama to ensure smooth power handover. Also coming up, NDC parliamentary candidate wins Ablekuma North seat after chaotic 3-day collation.
When we had issues and we went to court, we were told that elections are won at the polling stations. And this is why I took a cue, I learned from it, gathered the pink sheets with our lives, and then we were able to produce it. You have more resources, you have spent throughout the constituency sharing goodies or booties you have saved, but you couldn't protect the pink sheets.
Violence erupts in Tepa as unrest gripped Ahafo Ano North amid post-election tensions.
Tepa asudie kro.
Tepa asudie kro.
Ebeti tepedi a na ye koso ni mpunchi.
Ebeti tepedi a na ye koso ni mpunchi.
Sade ma se de ntibida.
Sade ma se de ntibida.
Ti besra mamanfo.
Na so besra mamanfo.
Onim se abufu ahye mu.
Onim se abufu ahye mu.
Utie na nanom kasa.
Utie na nanom kasa.
Utim se obi abofu.
Utim se obi abofu.
Me frɛ mo a ye me ka kyerɛ me se obi kana kuma.
And in CNR business. Business communities outlined urgent expectations for incoming government post-2024 elections.
We need to stabilize the local currency and then sustain it to have good economic indicators that will provide the necessary working environment for us.
Now, there was a tense situation at the Ghana Gas headquarters in Accra as persons believed to be NDC supporters stormed the office. My colleague Daniel Sakite has more in the following report.
When Channel One News arrived at the Ghana Gas headquarters, a large group of NDC supporters and heavily built men were seen demanding access to confront NS Owusu Bempah. The scene quickly escalated into a tense standoff between the protesters and security personnel. Soldiers deployed to the site fired warning shots in an attempt to disperse the crowd, but the tactics seemed to inflame tensions further as the protesters stood their ground. The standoff, which lasted several hours, severely disrupted operations at Ghana Gas and nearby facilities. Many workers fled the scene, seeking refuge inside their offices. Although calm was eventually restored, employees remained apprehensive about returning to work on Wednesday, December 12, 2024. Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mustapha Bande, who arrived at the scene, strongly condemned the attacks on state properties linked to alleged NDC supporters following the party's electoral victory. He issued a stern warning that any individual involved in such actions would face legal repercussions if apprehended.
The mission was very simple, that Owusu Bempah was operating from here and attacking everyone from outside, and this is a public office, so once there's a change of government, they wanted to ensure that he no longer operates from here. But I told them that His Excellency the President have instructed that we have the support of Ghanaians to keep Ghana very peaceful, and that much as he's committed to ensure that whosoever have done something wrong will be held responsible, we must do so in accordance with law. Whatever is being stolen, whatever is being taken, will be traced and retrieved at the right time. If you have an information somebody has stolen anything, it is not for you to take the law in your hands. We have empowered the police, and they are still in charge of this country. They are in charge of all of us. Nobody is bigger than the law. The police are in charge, and whosoever is caught in an unlawful conduct will be dealt with the police. So we entreat our party people to just be calm.
The National Democratic Congress insists that it has not sanctioned any act of vandalism against state property or any individual. It has thus urged its supporters to exercise restraint amidst its victory in the 2024 general election. For Channel One News, my name is Daniel Sakiti.
Now, personnel from the Ghana Police Service have been deployed to the UNDP flats in cantonments to prevent a potential takeover by alleged NDC supporters. The deployment follows complaints from residents who reported that a group of individuals believed to be NDC supporters had gathered at the premises with the intent of forcefully evicting tenants. Officers of the Ghana Armed Forces successfully thwarted an attempted takeover of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority headquarters in Tepa. The group behind the incident is believed to be supporters of the National Democratic Congress. This development follows heightened tensions after the announcement of President-elect John Dramani Mahama, who is set to assume office in January 2025. Daniel Odro-Mensah has more in the following report.
On Tuesday, December 10, military personnel intervened to protect the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority headquarters, ensuring the continued operation of one of Ghana's key economic institutions. Videos circulating on social media show a group of individuals attempting to force their way into the facility. The swift response from the Ghana Armed Forces prevented any damage and restored calm. The attempted takeover reportedly began at the main entrance of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority headquarters in the early hours. Speaking to Channel One News, an eyewitness, Che Balfour, said security had been reinforced, emphasizing there was no immediate threat thanks to the deployment of additional personnel.
We are secure. Somehow we can say yes secure because you know the and you the AC and se bibi boni be see enim but they go do that to
Musu say your friend saying o me beefy up security wo aha na say
oh aha no anka san security zone dada entinya de say
another eyewitness called on President-elect John Dramani Mahama to urge his supporters to avoid damaging state property.
This way, this is not the best way to do testing. The best trying to say President Mahama boys in Kasana at least now almost easy fire for now.
Attempts to secure a statement from the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority management regarding the incident have so far been unsuccessful.
So right behind me is exactly where the incident occurred, where some youth believed to be supporters of the National Democratic Congress attempted to invade the premises of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority to demand the removal of the Director General. However, the timely intervention of the security officials curtailed the matter. For Channel One News, my name is Daniel Odro-Mensah.
Now, personnel from the Ghana Police Service have been deployed to the UNDP flats in cantonments to prevent a potential takeover by alleged NDC supporters. The deployment follows complaints from residents who reported that a group of individuals believed to be NDC supporters had gathered at the premises with the intent of forcefully evicting tenants. Philip Nilate has more in the following report.
According to reports we are gathering, this has been the situation since Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, conceded defeat and also called President-elect John Dramani Mahama to congratulate him for winning the 2024 elections. When we got here, we understand that some individuals came to this place and they've been able to sack a number of security officers. This place is housing security officers from the Jubilee House and also public servants. We understand some of the public servants do work with the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, among other institutions. So these individuals who reside here, some of them had to move from this place as soon as Dr. Bawumia conceded defeat.
Then the change of government, and then food soldiers are out taking over rooms which the other party security were occupying.
Oh, security?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So for me per se, I'm a national security. Yeah. Working at the presidency.
Okay.
I have an appointment letter.
Okay.
But looking at the way things are coming, since the day this MPP contendant, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, accepted defeat, that he has lost the election, food soldiers started coming here To
take over?
To take over the rooms which the security are occupying. And the rooms, the whole flat belongs to UNDP. But the security who are here were working, most of them were working at the presidency. So that is what is happening.
Okay, so with the issue that is happening here now with the individuals working at the presidency and all that, is it that there are security officers there?
Oh, yes.
So the people staying here, the whole UNDP flat is occupied by some of the
and we
rooms.
have public service.
Okay.
We have GBC staffs.
No, really?
Other staff staying here.
And what has become of the public servants?
And that's what I'm saying. But you know, GBC staff is a public servant. So they are still here. But the people are harassing any person who is living within these premises.
The Ghana Police Service has stationed its men at the UNDP flat within cantonment. This move is to stop individuals believed to be NDC supporters who besieged this place to forcefully take over the flat. Reporting for Channel One News, my name is Philip Ni Latte.
Now, following the December 7 elections, a wave of coordinated attacks on state institutions has raised serious security concerns as groups allegedly affiliated to the National Democratic Congress targeted Forestry Commission's depots at Achimota and Sunyain. My colleague Kennedy Chumesi has more.
In the early hours of Tuesday, unknown individuals broke into the Forestry Commission depot at Achimota in Accra, looting property belonging to the Forestry Commission. Witnesses who requested anonymity claimed the perpetrators wore NDC branded shirts and chanted "Our government is now in power" as they stormed the building. Among the stolen items were 24 air conditioners, laptops, and essential equipment. The intruders also attempted to seize keys to newly acquired vehicles but failed in their efforts. Police arrived promptly, restoring calm and securing the area. Meanwhile, a similar attack occurred at the Bono Regional Forestry Commission in Sunyain, where a group of armed youth, allegedly supporters of the NDC, stormed the premises. Wielding cutlasses, the group seized 2 patrol vehicles belonging to the commission and looted chainsaw machines, motorbikes, and other valuable items. Despite the police's intervention, they were unable to prevent the significant destruction caused by the attackers. As a result, employees at the Sunyain office did not report to work on Tuesday, citing safety concerns. A recent spate of attacks has
the area has caught fire.
Hey! My brothers and sisters, I come before you tonight as your president-elect to again express my deepest gratitude for your unwavering support in Saturday's election. This is a moment of hope, unity, and opportunity for our great nation.
Now Tepa in the Hafano North constituency is on the edge as violent unrest continues following Saturday's polls. Our regional correspondent Bright Tepa has more.
The youth of Tepa were visibly enraged on Tuesday, reacting to the actions of armed thugs who reportedly stormed the town a day earlier. Residents alleged that these individuals, armed with cutlasses, threatened them, seized mobile phones, and forcibly stripped some of their clothing, escalating tensions in the already fragile post-election atmosphere. Business activities have ground to a halt, with shops shuttered amid fears of further violence. Key targets of the unrest include properties belonging to MPP parliamentary candidate Eric Nanajiman Prempe, his Toyota Land Cruiser, and the radio station Coco FM were vandalized, with shattered windows and extensive damage reported. Such chiefs in the area have called for immediate intervention, expressing concern over the deteriorating situation.
Eni dimbo ni bia yen tawa ma hogwo bi firi ba bi a won firi krom ha na krom ma ni bi so ha no mo a wo ma ye hu dua broni ade ye ho abo safo no enya de be ma kwan ni bri sampa ya ta na na chi ya ta krowura chi na nanu ma ye han mo bia nsore eni padodo no ye han mo nre bia ye hu tetefu ya baba betie ni akwa we can say we ye say wa wo be ya sa no. At
the Tepa Senior High School Collation Center, burnt election materials bear witnesses to the chaos. Helen Baffo, the house mistress of the school, recounted Saturday's events, describing the atmosphere as one of fear and disorder.
This is Saturday around because it was late. It's around 1-2 a.m. You say your bungalow inside the grass. Yet in second, almost shoot to baby and nephew. All of a sudden, you will say, "Before any number of bungalows." That is the dormitory at the back of the dormitory. I'm in a metro. The students say, "I'm going to rush for dormitory." In
a bid to restore calm, Tepahene Nanadu Setrenwa Ampim I convened an emergency meeting with his elders on Tuesday, with discussions focused on strategies to quell the unrest and bring stability back to the town.
Ebeti tepedi ana ye koso ni mpunti. Ebeti tepedi ana ye koso ani mpunti. Sade ma se de ntibida. Sade ma se de ntibida. Ti mesre mamanfo. Na so mesre mamanfo. Onim se abufu ahye mu. Onim se abufu ahye mu. Utie na nanom kasa. Utie na nanom kasa. Utim se obi abofu. Utim se obi abofu. Me frɛ mo a ye me ka kyerem se obi an kana komantene.
Properties here in Tepa have been vandalized, and community leaders are calling for calm and peace amidst these tensions, whilst the police still investigate the veracity of the matter at hand. For Channel One News, I am Bright Tepa. Tepa.
It's about 72 hours since the polls closed for the 2024 general elections. Now, former President John Dramani Mahama of the NDC has been declared winner of the presidential election. However, some constituencies remain outstanding. Now, in the Greater Accra region, the Ablikma North constituency is currently in dispute. Now, this is because the election, which is being contested between the NPP's Akwil Sofie and the NDC's Erabna Obin, has not been successfully concluded at the constituency level. The parties involved could not agree on the coalition processes, and so the matter has been transferred to the regional level for coalition to be done. So we currently find ourselves at the Electoral Commission's regional office here in the Greater Accra region, its former head office here in Accra. We currently find ourselves in the strong room where the coalition process is ongoing. Now, Earlier in the day, the Electoral Commission ordered that the collation be put to a stop because officers of the commission felt that they were threatened. They felt that their lives were at risk. But the NDC disagreed. They said, well, there are enough police officers here, there are military officers here. We, the NDC and the NPP, have both agreed that the collation and declaration be done today. And so they insisted that that process continued. So after deliberation, the Electoral Commission accepted that the collation process continues. And this is what is currently happening here. So you see members of the NDC, Peter Otokuno, former Deputy General Secretary of the NDC. I also see Sam George, a Member of Parliament for Ningo Prampram, who has successfully retained his seat as MP for Ningo Prampram. For the NPP side, I see Chairman of the Greater Accra Region, Chairman Agom, all taking part in the coalition processes. They have disagreed a lot since morning. There are also party supporters here, some of them keenly watching the process, media men with their cameras, actively monitoring the process as the Electoral Commission continues to do the coalition for this constituency. You also see here some members of the various parties, supporters of the various parties who have not been allowed into the strong room, arguing outside. It's been arguments all over.
What do you make of all of this?
As you can see it yourself, as for up and down, everybody is going up and down. I think yesterday, they were there yesterday, so they got to a certain point. I think you have to continue it today. But when they came, they wanted us to start all over again. But that won't be possible. We won't allow that to happen. So we have to continue to where we stopped yesterday.
What's your name?
My name is Fuseni.
Hussein?
Alhaji Fuseni.
Alhaji?
Yeah.
Party agent for?
NDC.
My colleague, Fred Duho, he has been monitoring this process since yesterday, and he has filed this report.
They earlier blocked the road leading to the Ridge Hospital right in front of the Electoral Commission here at Ridge, and presently we see a number of police officers who are here trying as much as possible to contain the crowd. The NDC actually came in with a bus full of its supporters, and they are charging them to come and support for them to reclaim the seat, which is the Ablekuma North constituency seat, which has been in contention for over 72 hours now after polls ended on Saturday, December 7th. Now, what we see is that they are outside and they are shouting, they are trying to compel the police to give them way to gain access to the Electoral Commission. The police is also not having any of that. Presently, what we see is that the police, they form this human barricade with their crash barriers all present, and we see the water cannon as well on the other side with top police officers or personnel present currently to contain the situation. Now, if you are coming here without an identity card from the Electoral Commission, you are not permitted beyond this particular barrier. The crowd actually moved towards the headquarters of the Electoral Commission, following their leaders, especially Sam George. Upon reaching midway, they received a call from the EC chairperson indicating that they should go back to the Regional Coalition Center, and a clearance has been given for them to proceed with the coalition, which ended at 219 yesterday. So as we speak, the crowd actually returned. They also received same communication, and then they moved with their leaders to the regional office. Upon reaching the gate here where they had barricaded, in actual fact, the crowd came with a number of vehicles, V8 Toyota Land Cruisers. When they got there, they pushed so hard that they overpowered the police personnel present at the gate, and then they opened the gate for the crowd to move in with the about 5 V8s entering into the premises or going beyond the barricade. One thing I also noticed is that the military came in quickly, and I see the military vehicle right before me, written boldly on it, Operation Peace Trail, indicating that they are equally here for peace. And so they came in to give their support to the police personnel, but they were overpowered by the crowd as well, and they pushed the barricade to make way for the about 5 years to make their way there. Now what we've seen that the police as well as the military have managed to bring a bit of sanity to this place. The NPP and the NDC are on the same page on this. Only for them to get to the collation center, and a directive came through from the National Office of the Electoral Commission directing the region to suspend all pending issues regarding the unresolved constituencies. For that matter, those who came here for their Blakeman North constituency results collation are agitated. They are just not going to take any of that. They say they would collate that result today, make sure it is declared for them to proceed with their life. They also hold a view that the Electoral Commission chairperson has no authority over polling station or constituency declarations. And so for them as parties to this particular election, being the major stakeholders, they will proceed. Do not forget, the Electoral Commission itself has made it clear that elections are won at the polling centers. And so if there were issues or chaos broke out during the collation, and then they agreed to move to a different location, being the regional office, to collate their results, they feel the decision shouldn't affect them, the mere fact that they moved to a different collation center. We have Sam George here to give us further details on live TV as to what the issues are. Sam George, you are live on Channel One TV, your election bureau. Kindly break it down for us. You got here this morning. What has been the procedure for all of you to start shouting? All we are hearing is the noise. Just tell us what is going on.
So let's take it back to yesterday. Yesterday, we finished Okaikwe Central and came to Ablekuma North. There are 280 polling stations plus the special vote in 281. We started going polling station by polling station to do collation. What we are doing now is collation. Collation is not the business of the district office or regional office or even the national office.
I am now going to get the side of the NPP as to whether they're on the same level with the DC on this whole issue. And we want to appreciate what their concerns are, because obviously these are the major parties involved in this whole election. Yesterday I was here with you. I've seen how far you've advanced. This morning there is a directive that you suspended. What is your position on that?
Well, I believe where we've gotten to, we should be able to continue. But on the other hand, I kind of side with the EC's directives, because the NDC don't have good mind in this whole thing. Yesterday you were here, you saw the tags that were in this room with us.
The directive is simply that all issues pertaining to the 9 constituencies outstanding be suspended until further notice. Upon delivering this message within, let's say, 30 seconds, the said representative from the Electoral Commission delivered the message, and the parties were agitated by the said announcement. The NDC says they were on the same page. They agreed with the EC and the NPP to come this morning to finish the collation. Why then would anyone think that this must be suspended to deny the people of Ablekuma North a representative in Parliament?
grassroots supporters. I mean, they have made this happen because if I didn't have the support organically from them, they wouldn't be sleeping here days and nights waiting to see that their votes are protected. We've been working 3 hard years for this. You see, how do you come to an election as an experienced politician as you are? You've been an assembly member, you've been an ambassador, you've been a member of parliament for Ablekuma North, and then you cannot produce a single pink sheet. When we had an original pink sheet or statement of goals, when we had issues and we went to court, we were told that elections are won at the polling station.
The EC official who was sitting down told us that he's tired, so we should continue tomorrow. Then we set the ground rules that with the intention that, or on condition that tomorrow, which is today, we will do all the 281, including our scan copies, using our scan. He agreed that we should do that. In the event that the other party is doubting anything, we can call the presiding officer of that police station, particular police station. Then we go ahead with it. We have agreed on this. We came today, then we saw that they were whispering together, that because they used their strongholds, they were leading.
After 3 days of contentious debate and chaos at the collation centers of the Electoral Commission for the Ablekuma West constituency results, finally the results have been declared on the basis of 219 pink sheets collated by both the NDC and NPP in the presence of the Electoral Commission officer. My name is Fred Duho, reporting from the office of the Electoral Commission for Channel One News.
This is still the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One TV. Still ahead.
NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has called for unity among the rank and file of the party following the 2024 election defeat.
The Channel One Newsroom will be back in a jiffy. Please don't go away.
My brothers and sisters, I come before you tonight as your president-elect to again express my deepest gratitude for your unwavering support in Saturday's election. This is a moment of hope, unity, and opportunity for our great nation. However, I must address a matter of urgent importance tonight. Transitions from one administration to another create the impression of a vacuum of power, and certain people are easily compelled to act in their own parochial interest instead of the national interest. I've received reports of attacks on state offices and installations. While it's unclear who is behind these attacks, I condemn them in no uncertain terms. These acts must cease immediately. As I said during my post-declaration speech, I urge the youth not to vent their frustration in criminal enterprise. Instead, they must channel their anger and frustration into the positive enterprise of resetting and rebuilding our beloved nation. I urge all our citizens to remain calm and avoid actions that could harm our institutions and our democracy. We have fought hard for change, and now is the time to demonstrate our commitment to rebuilding the Ghana we want through unity and understanding. Because state power is still in the hands of the present administration, I call on the President and the security agencies to act decisively to curb the ongoing acts of lawlessness immediately. I thank you, my fellow citizens, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
chairperson Julie, and the more we
Welcome back to the Channel One Newsroom. Let's now do some more stories.
Now, the Electoral Commission has directed political parties to withdraw their agents from the various collation centers. The announcement was made during a press briefing at the Electoral Commission headquarters in Accra following heightened tensions at the Greater Accra Regional Collation Center over unresolved results of the Ablekuma North constituency. Samuel Akom has details.
Speaking at the press briefing, Samuel Tete, Deputy Electoral Commissioner in charge of operations, announced a suspension of the collation processes.
These supporters of the political parties are ordering our staff under duress to declare results that are not reflected on the pink sheets. Our staff have indicated that despite the security presence, they feel extremely unsafe. The Commission is desirous of upholding the laws that govern its operations, and it is for that reason that the Commission has ordered that collation in Ablekuma North be halted temporarily until the proper legal and security structures are restored.
He called on political parties to withdraw their agents and supporters from the collation centers to allow the Commission to complete its work in line with electoral regulations.
We call on all the political parties to withdraw their supporters from the collation centers. We are currently working with the leadership of the security agencies and the political parties to ensure that the laid down legal procedures are in place.
The Deputy Commissioner assured the public that all necessary steps were being taken to ensure transparency and fairness in the collation and declaration of results.
The Electoral Commission is urging the political parties to withdraw their supporters from the collation centers to allow due process to recommence. My name is Samuel Akom, reporting for Channel One News.
Meanwhile, President-elect John Dramani Mahama has called on President Akufo-Addo to take decisive action to end the acts of vandalism across the country. In a national address, Mahama condemned the violent actions by some youth at various state institutions and urged for calm amidst the growing tension. He emphasized the need for peace and order during the ongoing transition process and called for all political parties to work together to ensure stability in the country.
Unwavering support in Saturday's election. This is a moment of hope, unity and opportunity for our great nation. However, I must address a matter of urgent importance tonight. Transitions from one administration to another create the impression of a vacuum of power, and certain people are easily compelled to act in their own parochial interest instead of the national interest. I've received reports of attacks on state offices and installations. While it's unclear who is behind these attacks, I condemn them in no uncertain terms. These acts must cease immediately. As I said during my post-declaration speech, I urge the youth not to vent their frustration in criminal enterprise. Instead, they must channel their anger and frustration into the positive enterprise of resetting and rebuilding our beloved nation. I urge all our citizens to remain calm and avoid actions that could harm our institutions and our democracy. We have fought hard for change, and now is the time to demonstrate our commitment to rebuilding the Ghana we want through unity and understanding. Because state power is still in the hands of the present administration, I call on the President and the security agencies to act decisively to curb the ongoing acts of lawlessness immediately. I thank you, my fellow citizens, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
The NPP parliamentary candidate for Domikwabenya, Mike Okwe Jr., is demanding a recollation of the parliamentary results, citing alleged irregularities in the process.
How can the EC verify or dispute any pink sheet or matters of collation with just the NDC present?
That is totally illegal. Will the NDC accept it if I go into the collation center alone with the EC without their presence and declare that as a result? What was done was null and void. I was not there. My agents were not there. Even the district director was not there. If they knew they had won, they should just do the right thing with all agents present, all pink sheets or blue sheets present, so the results are collated properly. The NDC mob generated illegality by the violence, and they cannot declare elections that were collated in the absence and notice of the NPP.
NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has called for unity among the rank and file of the party following the 2024 election defeat. This appeal came during a courtesy visit by party supporters from Greater Accra who expressed their unwavering support for him at his residence in Cantonment.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia lost the 2024 presidential election to the NDC's John Mahama, who secured a victory with a margin of over 1.8 million votes. This loss dashed the NPP's hopes of breaking the 8-year governance cycle in Ghana's Fourth Republic. The NPP also suffered significant losses in the parliamentary elections, with provisional results indicating the party will hold fewer than 90 seats, losing several traditional strongholds in the process. Despite the loss, party supporters from constituencies such as Klotikole, Anyasotuom, Wejakbawe, Trobo, and Ayawaso East visited Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to reaffirm their support and discuss his future role in Ghana's politics.
Our people are being beaten. People are getting into private homes of people. People are getting into government institutions and breaking into things and looting. Your Excellency, first of all, we are here to tell you that we love you, we care for you, whatever steps you intend to take thereof. We are with you physically and spiritually.
Dr. Bawumia used the occasion to encourage party members to remain united and avoid internal divisions. He stressed the importance of focusing on rebuilding the party rather than assigning blame.
We interested is over. Battle, you lose a battle, but war no dear, you lose it. A team a person be shamu in a cura. There, a one say, said, Muamuhunu. Election yen ye demand NDC. And yet, Omono Mubini, Omo numbers no answer from 2020. Yen ye no above form by 40%. 80 analysis no simple. Inti adia me pese yina yehu say united we stand.
He also provided an account of the factors that contributed to the NPP's loss, emphasizing the need for introspection and strategic planning to strengthen the party for future elections.
Who pain no? Don't start blaming people. Blame game no, a bit destroy. Let's come together because you need say if we are and a head pan of power no mouth.
On the issue of looting and violence across the country, the Ghana Police Service addressed the media on measures taken to deal with the problem.
These 8 suspects brings to 97 the total number of suspects so far arrested in connection with attacks, looting, and destruction of properties. All the suspects are currently in police custody and assisting the investigation. We wish to assure the public that the police and the other security agencies are working together to ensure peace and security within all our communities.
You are still watching the Channel One Newsroom here on Channel One TV. Up next is CNR Business with Natili Nete Ajao.
CNR Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Hello and welcome to CNR Business, proudly brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Nete Ajahu. Now, stakeholders in the business community are already outlining their expectations for the incoming administration following the 2024 general elections. They are calling for urgent measures to address cedi depreciation and implement tax reforms. There's more on the following report by Daniel Sakite.
A major concern for the business community has been the issue of the performance of the cedi against major international trading currencies. A stable forex environment is seen as critical to reducing inflation pressures and restoring confidence in the economy. President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, in addition to urging the new administration to simplify the country's tax regime, wants immediate measures to stabilize the foreign exchange market.
All that business requires now is the stability of the local currency and how it will be sustained. So we need to stabilize the local currency and then sustain it to have good economic indicators that will provide the necessary working environment for us. That's all that we need. It's all about simplifying the tax system and making taxes affordable. That's all that we need. So anything that we will do to make taxes very simplified and then reduce the number of taxes and also to make them affordable. That's all that we need.
Meanwhile, finance lecturer Professor Lord Mensah has called on the incoming government to demonstrate commitment to fiscal discipline to sustain the macroeconomic gains achieved so far. Speaking in a post-election analysis with CNR Business, Professor Mensah emphasized the need for continuity in economic reforms to stabilize Ghana's economy and build investor confidence.
I saw on social media somebody saying that, okay, now so price should go to 1 cedi. What we need to appreciate is prices, are quick to go up, but, bringing it down sometimes it becomes quite sticky and, difficult. It would take conscious economic policies, and that is what government shouldn't work. But then the expectations shouldn't be immediate. We should look at one way or the other, possibly going with the IMF program, which, the momentum has already been set. And that's within the IMF program, how we can continue to be financially disciplined publicly. And that should be able to help us, So even if prices are not going to go down and then it becomes stable over time, it helps in planning. And then also possibly the exchange rate. That fits into all other things that we do in the country. If it becomes stable and it does not go down, it will really help in planning.
Businesses are preparing for a policy change that will define Ghana's economic journey as a new administration is set to take office in January 2025. For CNR Business, my name is Daniel Sakite.
Now moving on, the Bank of Ghana's gold coins available in 1 ounce, half ounce and a quarter ounce variants saw a price drop on December 10, 2024 to 41,276.34 cedis, 21,041.22 cedis and 10,953.66 cedis respectively. This drop reflects a decline from the November 26 rates. This decline results from the cedi's appreciation against the US dollar and influenced by Ghana's successful third IMF program review. Between late October and November, the cedi gained 6% against the dollar, 7.6% against the pound and 9.1% against the euro. The coin's prices are based on the London Bullion Market Association's gold price and Bloomberg's dollar to cedi exchange rate. This forms part of the domestic gold purchase program aimed at stabilizing the cedi and boosting investor confidence by linking the Ghana gold coin to the country's gold reserves. Analysts have commended the initiative as a strategic use of gold resources to enhance macroeconomic stability and align with global trends for economic resilience. And that's all for CNR Business. It was proudly brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Nete Ajahu. Have a good evening.
CNR Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my...
na mwenye se mubabasa domodoso nyameshira munyina ene chairperson julu ene muha makahunyina webe masha bakwa ya kutoa ba sede yenyina na ya shwese ebeyeno amba sa ebinti ene ejutubo so hwehwe abaloa President Mahama ni NBC Bobo wini but said the kind we interest is over battle you lose a battle but we all know you lose it to the person sharing in our crowd there they want to say no election yen na yedema NBC yet Omo numbers no answer from 2020. Above from by 40%. Analysis no is simple. Never say who say united we stand, divided we fall. This time no. We are in pain, and yes, I've seen many people in pain. Maybe I have an abiding belief in God. Yet to me say, share, we don't question it. His ways are not our ways. Not until I see, but at the end, share no, and then a papa mouth. His ways are not his ways. Pain no. Don't start blaming people. Blame game no. About destroying. Let's come together. Because you mean say if we are then I have the kind of power more. And to just say so that by 28 no, we are united. Once we are united no, with a goal, we are going to win in 2020.
This election season, Channel One TV is bringing you closer to every vote, every constituency, and every result. Our team will provide in-depth